Welcome to Taylor, Texas, home of the Ducks. I am joined with back-to-back Super Bowl champion, Youth Duck varsity coach, Coach Fernando Herrera. Y'all have been the foundation of this Taylor Youth Duck football program.
Yeah,
Um, of course, we're going to talk about these Taylor Ducks football team, but I want to give the viewers a little insight of what you have going on at the youth division and some of these athletes that you've had come through Taylor, Texas, that started with you.
yeah. So like I said, my name is Quincy Griffin. I've been here in Taylor my whole life. Started out back in 1997. Me and Fernando, we were in South Taylor. Started with Taylor Panthers.
Okay.
Then about a couple years after that, I transitioned to Taylor Pop Warner under the mentorship of Shorty Mitchell,
Okay.
who did Pop Warner here in Taylor until about 2016. We've seen some great players come through here. Your Fred Curleys were in our program. Mark Jackson, two-time national champion
Yeah.
at UTEP and at the University of Texas. He was a champion there, conference champion. Numerous players. The late great Dickie Magel is
Okay.
from Taylor. A lot of athletes have come to Taylor and went on to play college ball. DeMarcus Fields right now is playing over in the Canadian Football League.
Yeah.
Has some stints in NFL with the Washington Commanders.
Uh-huh.
A star player, star cornerback at Texas Tech.
And started with the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, started with the New Orleans Saints, but I mean now it's making some waves over in the Canadian Football League.
Yeah, he just had a pick like a week ago.
Yeah, yeah,
So DeMarcus Fields is one of y'all's great athletes that I got to know personally,
Yeah.
and his work ethic. Of course, Xavier and
Yeah.
Xavier has always been a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And when D was down here on the weekends or whenever, he was working
Yeah.
out. He was
Yeah.
out there and getting better every single time. Single time I see him, he was about to go work out.
Yeah,
And I was like, so tell us about Taylor Pride and that work ethic y'all have instilled here.
shout out to Marcus Bunn. He would kill me if I didn't mention him in there.
Yes.
I mean, but he's one of the greats that came through there. Started at Texas Tech as well. I mean, Taylor football is like no other. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, I bleed green. Man, I mean, we've been playing football in Taylor for about 100 years.
Yeah.
And to experience it a Friday night here in Taylor with the I mean, with the parking lot and everything, everybody out here barbecuing, the tailgating.
Yeah.
So that's what I was looking for, the tailgating. I mean, man, it's like a tremendous atmosphere.
You mentioned Coach Button. I've heard nothing but great things from yourself, from
Yeah.
Zay. I don't know what coach said this. I always heard it from Zay. They said, if you put Coach Button in a 4x4 phone booth with any other man, nobody can touch Marcus Button.
No, man. He's a legend here in Taylor. A shout out to Coach Bunn. He played quarterback as a sophomore, started as a sophomore. I mean, under the late great Tim Holt, and he went on to Texas Tech to do great things under Mike Leach.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. And so anyway, now, man, he's like offensive. As an offensive coordinator. Under head coach Urban Flowers.
Talk to us about Coach Flowers. I've been able to meet him and talk to him a few times. Tremendous man, and
Yeah.
you could tell that he's a man on a mission. Give us
Yeah.
some insight on Coach Flowers.
I mean, Coach Flowers is a stand-up guy. I've known him for the years he's been here. I got to know him better here in the past few years. I mean, but just really a stand-up, solid guy. Stands on everything he says. Treats these kids like gold. And is building this program the right way. He's getting in the right people, getting in the right. The kids, teaching them the right things. And man, this program is going to be something to reckon with under his leadership. I mean, and not just football. Not just football. You got to understand, he's about the whole business of Taylor ISD athletics.
Absolutely.
From volleyball to tennis, he's at meets. He's at when Riley Meekner won state, he was there. He's there for our kids. He wants every team to be successful.
And you talk about some of the other teams of this Taylor program, and last year those Taylor's girl basketball team was kicking
Oh, yeah.
butt.
Oh, yeah.
That's a team that could possibly be in state this
Yeah,
upcoming
yeah,
year
yeah,
underneath and Coach Lenerick Mitchell, who we coach with, his daughter plays on that team,
yeah.
and I've seen just so many athletes come through Taylor. It's
Like
outrageous.
they just got a new head coach, Azzy Knox. Coach, shout out to Coach Bailey. He's a new head coach over at Cedar Ridge High School,
Okay.
and Coach Azzy Knox. She comes in with a huge credentials and play professional ball and everything. So the girls are excited. She's excited to be in Taylor. I mean, I'm sure because she's got a team that's, I mean, already ready to go. I mean, just being ready to take to the next level.
Taylor redistricts this year, and they will have a tough. I would say they got a favorable schedule, but not really because we're talking about Austin teams with Reagan, which is now Northeast. You have Austin Travis, but the tough one's going to be LBJ, the
Yes.
LBJ Jaguars, who have built a program for a while under Coach Joseph Rawls. And how do you see Taylor coming into this district? How do you see them answering the call?
I think first we're going to be really dependent on our senior and our junior leadership. We got the likes of Tutu Fisher, Caddy Marvia, Jarrell Roberson on defense. Those guys, Tutu carrying the rock on the offensive side. I mean, really some new faces going to be a quarterback. We don't know who that's going to be yet. I mean, we got some candidates there that can, I mean, are more than capable of leading the way. They've been working hard this summer and spring. So, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, LBJ, besides, I was looking at the deal. I mean, LBJ is going to be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I think if we play our game, we'll be able to, I mean, to stay on the field with them as well as anybody else coming out of that district.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting district, and I won't spill my beans yet. Y'all can
Mm-hmm.
definitely catch it on the very last episode of Heard It Here First, where we'll all have predictions. But I tell you this much: I really see Taylor having a dang good football season this year. This will be Coach Flowers' third year under the helm, or second year?
Second year.
Second year. In his second year,
Yeah.
we're going to see the page turn. So it's going to be a great year for some Taylor Duck
People
football.
need to keep this in mind. We lost a lot. We had a first round heartbreaking loss to state ranked, highly ranked for all undefeated Bernie.
Yeah.
Lost to them in a close game. We had them on the ropes. Just a couple plays here or there. That game would have been totally different.
Yeah.
Missing our star receiver last season. You know what I'm saying? And played through all of that. So last season could have been a lot different, but this year, I mean, got some key players coming back. I mean, that will help navigate us and get us to where we're trying to get to.
Man, and it's been such a privilege. I've been a resident here for almost 4 years now,
Uh-huh.
and myself getting to learn from you, and one of the wisest things that I've held on to, your words that you taught me, was that you have to follow before you lead. And because I always wanted to be like, nah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready. Come on. It's my turn. And you're like, hey, hold on, chill out. Convey that message to some of these younger underclassmen and explain that to them. Explain what that means.
Yeah, in order to be a good leader, I mean, in order to be an impactful leader, I mean, you have to be willing to follow those that led you. So that's how you learn how to lead. I had many people come before me. I mean, one of them, like I mentioned earlier, Shorty Mitchell. Everything that I really know about youth football.
No, you're good. Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
It's his little warning sign.
Oh, okay. Everything that I really know about youth football is, was all learned from him about the business part and everything. I mean, Fernando Herrera gave me my start.
Yeah.
I mean, so in those situations, I mean, I had to learn how to follow.
Yeah.
I mean, before I was ever able to learn how to lead.
Yeah.
And then once you're a leader, you take what you learn from different people along the way, the good and the bad, and you try to treat your people the best way you can. I mean that's possible. I mean, and sometimes you got to follow your gut feeling on something. Many times, I mean, you got to follow your gut feeling. But if you treat people, and more importantly, if you treat these kids the right way, and you treat your coaches the right way, I mean, then the people up under you will run through a wall for you.
Absolutely. Man, I couldn't say it better myself, Coach. You were the ideal prospect of who I wanted to talk to about Taylor football. I've been lucky enough to cover some of these teams around the area,
Yeah.
but from my mentor, someone who kind of guided me along the
Uh,
way and shown me the ropes, has been nothing but a pleasure working with you,
yeah.
a pleasure interviewing you, and a
Yeah.
pleasure talking about some Taylor football with
Yeah,
you,
man.
man.
Can I say one thing,
Go ahead.
man? For everybody that's watching, Taylor is on the rise. But Taylor's going to be a destination. It's not going to be a stepping stone. I mean, so what people got to understand here in the next 10 years, Taylor, and I mean, I would say even the next 5 years or so, Taylor is going to be something to reckon with. The pipeline is full on the youth level. You've seen the talent we've had come through there.
Absolutely.
I mean, I mean, that pipeline is starting to filter into the high school. So we're fixing to see some great football here in Duck Nation. So y'all keep up with us. I mean, we're gonna keep churning them out on the youth level, and we're gonna get it done.
Absolutely, guys. Like I said, you heard it here first from Coach Quincy Griffin of the Youth Football Ducks here in Taylor, Texas. Guys, I'm Gerald Garza with Heard It Here First. It's been a pleasure covering the Taylor Ducks. Y'all have a blessed evening.